There are few things in life that are harder than lack of sleep. Science has linked sleep deprivation with a number of health problems, from weight gain to a weakened immune system. It's also well known that when we don't sleep, we are more prone to accidents and bad decisions. And getting less sleep than usual is very common after you've had your first baby, because babies have a tough relationship with sleep. Even after 4 months, when they are supposed to be able to resist 6 to 8 hours without feeding, a baby might still wake up at least 2 times each night. But why can't babies sleep through the night in a single stretch? A healthy adult person doesn't sleep in a single long stretch during the night. We all sleep in cycles of around 100 minutes. But adults do not completely wake up between these cycles. Babies are different. A baby's sleep cycle only lasts about 40 minutes. Babies are just learning how to connect these sleep cycles together. This learning can take a long time, months or even years, exactly like any other kind of learning, like eating solid foods or walking or even talking. Because of this, some parents will be brought to their wits' end by a baby that constantly wakes up during the night, even well into the second year of their lives. And desperate people can turn to desperate solutions, so some parents will decide to use a sleep training method called Cry It Out, hoping that the child will learn faster how to connect these sleep cycles together. Cry It Out is a sleep training strategy that is supposed to help babies learn how to sleep in longer stretches and to wake up less frequently. It is also supposed to help babies learn how to self-soothe, because apparently self-soothing is considered a must-have in your young baby's life. The milder versions of the method involve letting the baby cry alone for just a couple of minutes at a time, but there is also the hardcore version that means letting your child cry alone as long as necessary without offering any kind of comfort. In this version, you are not supposed to go in and settle the baby even when he shows signs of extreme emotional distress. And now let me tell you why Cry It Out can and will harm your baby. A baby left to cry himself to sleep will eventually calm down and actually fall asleep. And therefore, the parents will tell themselves, "Hey, look, it works, the baby is asleep." But that's just the visible part, the tip of the iceberg. What really happens is this. When the baby is left to cry without receiving any comfort from another human, a survival instinct kicks in. This survival instinct will tell the baby that he has been abandoned. Cry It Out teaches the baby not self-soothing, but that he should better shut up before some wild animal can find him. Sleeping in long stretches is an ability that is learned. It is a milestone to be reached, just like sitting up straight or walking or talking. No one will tell you to force feed a child who doesn't yet accept solid foods, and no medical expert will encourage forcing your child to sit up when their muscular system is not ready to support his weight. So, why should sleep be the exception to this rule? Every child will eventually learn to sleep on his own, and that's a fact and a promise. Some might learn faster and some later, but no one will become an adult that still needs to be petted to sleep. Learning how to sleep is a milestone that comes naturally, and by forcing it, you risk some big developmental problems. The first 2 years of a person's life are very important. Even though we don't have any conscious memory of these years, the memories are certainly recorded unconsciously. Whenever in your life you are in a situation where very quick thinking is required, your brain will bring these first memories to surface. As an adult, you act according to what you've learned then. And what if you learned that no matter how sad and frightened you are, no one will help you, that you can't depend on anyone, and you have no true safe place in this world? You might argue that it is good for an adult to have an instinct of making it on his own and to be able to self-soothe, and you would be right, but ignoring your child's distress is not the right way to promote his future independence as an adult. It might be counterintuitive, but truly independent adults are the former very dependent or very clingy kids. A child whose needs are consistently met learns that his voice is heard, his needs are worthy, he can rely on the world to be a safe and a secure place, and he can trust his parents both for comfort and guidance. Your child is another human being. Why treat him differently than you would treat your best friend? Would you let your significant other or maybe your parent cry alone in a room without going in to see if maybe they need a hug? I don't think so, because I know you are a caring and a kind person and you simply want what's best for the family. When searching for the best strategy for your entire family, try thinking long term. Cry it out might make your child sleep better in the short run, but the message he's getting and the long term consequences are simply not worth the momentary improvement. Cry it out is wrong. Follow your instincts as a parent. They will always tell you to love and protect this tiny human that depends on you.